Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And we see them. And today we got a hell of a show in store for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, we have a survey we'd love for you guys to fill out. We have a pin in the comment section. Only take about 3 to 5 minutes, and you have some opportunities to win some pretty cool Amazon gift cards. Anyway, let me get into this topic here. So as you guys know, we have officially reached the conclusion of this NBA season. The finals are over, and we have now crowned a new champion in the Boston Celtics. As it turns out, I received the email that I think all of us received from the NBA, where basically Adam Silver said we just witnessed our, what is it? I think we haven't had a back-to-back champion since, I think Miami. So we're looking at what? At least 12 years, 14 years, something like that. It's been a long time, right? But with that, now comes with the reflection of what exactly took place. And in today's show, I want to talk about two things. Number one, I want to talk about the abysmal NBA Finals ratings. And I also want to focus a little bit on the horrendous coverage from ESPN throughout the finals, because ESPN was the network that covered the finals. I first of all want to get into the ratings, because it's something that really surprised me. And I'm going to read from this is from awfulannouncing.com, and it says Celtics Mavericks NBA Finals in 2024 NBA playoff ratings slump for 2023. The 2024 NBA Finals, marred by several blowouts, will not go down as a classic. The finals weren't much to talk about in terms of ratings for ABC either. Sports Media Watch reports they were the least watched finals since 2007, excluding the two COVID era series. The Boston Celtics 4-1 series win over the Dallas Mavericks averaged a 5.8 rating and 11.3 million viewers on the ABC ESPN simulcast Game 3. That's down 3% in viewership from the 2023 NBA Finals featuring the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat. On only the 2020 and 2021 NBA Finals, both impacted by COVID, featured lowered ratings. And this year's finals was the least watched in 2007, when the San Antonio Spurs and Cleveland Cavaliers series drew 9.3 million viewers. As a whole, the 2024 playoffs were down significantly from 2023, according to Sports Media Watch. This year's playoff averaged a 2.4 rating and 4.5 million viewers, down 11% and 12% respectively from 2023. ESPN reported Tuesday the NBA Finals led the network's ratings for all 5 nights the series aired, and led all the key demographics. In addition, the release reports this series boasted the highest share of audience ever in the key of 18 to 34 demographic. And then it went on to say another thing, and then it says, it said the NBA Finals Game 5, which saw the Celtics claim a record 18th championship, averaged 12.2 million viewers and peaked with 13.8 million viewers. While that's impressive versus other programs, it's a 6.6 decline from Game 5 of the 2023 NBA Finals. The Nuggets win over the Heat averaged a series high 13.8 million viewers on ABC, and the most watched Game 5 since 2019. So that's what that article had to say there. But there's another aspect of this, which is the coverage from ESPN, because a lot of people have been complaining about it, and we want to read from a Front Office Sports article. But before we even get into that, today's video is brought to you by sponsor PrizePicks, which is the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. PrizePicks is really simple. Instead of just selecting a team, you just select 2 or more players, pick more or less their projected stats, and then you place your entry. For example, this week, I'm selecting 2 entries. Stephen Curry for more than 25 points, and then I got Anthony Davis for more than 2 blocks, and Damian Lillard for more than 4 3-pointers made. PrizePicks is also the only daily sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So for example, if you have a player who gets injured in the first half and doesn't return to the second half, that player gets automatically rebooted. What I also love about Prize Picks is that it offers weekly promotions like Taco Tuesdays. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So let's get into what this report has to say here. It has the headline, ESPN's ups and down NBA season ends with finals to forget. As the major networks and streamers are fighting over multi-billion-dollar NBA media rights, the ESPN Colossus has wrapped up yet another finals. The network is reportedly set to maintain its rights to air the finals through 2036, but the 24 series was marred by several noticeable hiccups throughout its final coverage. Some were minor, like on Monday's night, announcer Mike Breen mistakenly identified a random woman in the crowd as Celtics player Drew Holiday's wife, for which later he corrected and apologized. The real Lauren Holiday is a well-known and accomplished professional soccer player. ESPN has drawn backlash for its ad-heavy halftime show, with about 2 total minutes of airtime devoted to studio crew between extensive commercial breaks in Game 1. And from the start of the finals, there have been a lot of criticism about ESPN's halftime show, which is not really a halftime show. It's about 20-second long content nuggets positioned around commercials. It's like the popcorn shrimp of studio shows. The pregame show was also widely panned for its actual content, covering topics from Dan Hurley's coaching decision to analyst Mike Wilbon's Tim Hardaway Jr. needing to step up in Game 2, in which he ended up not playing a single second. All of this comes while the network is drawing some of its lowest finals viewership in years, despite a slight increase in regular season viewership. The Mavericks' one win of the series in Game 4 was the least watched finals game in the traditional June slot in 2007, according to Sports Media Watch. Then the article then goes on to say a few other things. ESPN's lead NBA broadcast team has dealt with uncertainty all year. The network fired Jeff Van Gundy, who won a ring as a Celtic consultant and is headed to the Clippers as an assistant next season, and Mark Jackson replacing them with Doris Burke and Doc Rivers. But Rivers lasted only a few months, taking over the Bucks coaching job in January. He was replaced by JJ Redick, who may end up with a similarly brief tenure in his role if he takes over as the Lakers head coach. So that's what these articles had to say. Number one, the NBA just landed this new lucrative media deal that's going to give them about $76 billion over the next 10 to 11 years. And I still don't know how they were able to triple their revenue and have these type of numbers in the finals. I just don't know. Now, in the case of ESPN's coverage of the finals, I think they made a gross mistake letting go of Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. It was a gross mistake, and you're seeing it now. Like, let's just be honest. The crew that they have right now, Mike Breen, Doris Burke, and JJ Redick, they're good, but they're not Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. Like, let's just be honest for a second. I think that was a blunder. But now, as the article alluded, Jeff Van Gundy is not going to be the lead assistant for the Los Angeles Clippers. And I think Mark Jackson is doing something else. I think it's with Cameron and Mason, all of them. So, look, this is what people feel. They feel like ESPN didn't do a good job. Hopefully, they take the criticism, they listen to it, and try to improve for the coming finals that we have coming down the turnpike. So these are my thoughts on this information here. What I want to know from you guys, what do you think about the NBA Finals rating? What do you think about the coverage of the NBA Finals from ESPN? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.